Welcome back to my channel, everybody, and today I have a crack of a video for you. This is a very common endgame technique that I've seen a lot in my own games, and the way this is gonna work, I gave you three puzzles. This one that you guys can see now is the easy one, and they're gonna get progressively more difficult, but the theme is staying the same. So you need to keep in mind the theme when you're solving these. And remember that it's white to play and win. So if you guys want to try pause the video, you can try solve this. The pawn is going this way, by the way. So we would get a queen, except we are in check. So that's the whole idea. We need to try win this position. So okay, I've given you guys enough time to pause. So I will just give you the answer. So okay, we need to consider our options, right? If we move, we in check, right? So we only have 5 options for the king. These 5. And let's just consider these two quick. So if we go here or here, for example, then rook f7 and we cannot make a queen because we are pinned. And if we move the king, the rook will just take our pawn and we're going to draw the game. So we do not want to do that. Now, obviously king c5 we don't even draw the game, we just lose because the rook is gonna get our pawn. So we left with these two options, king d5 and king e5. So now what happens if I go king e5? Black has this very beautiful move, rook f1, and now when I make my queen, black will just skewer us, and again he is winning the game. So that's the idea here, is that we need to play king d5. And notice that the rook cannot defend this square. If he defends from this square, we're going to take. And if he defends this way, we're going to take with the pawn. So the rook cannot defend that square. And if the rook goes down, we're just going to make a queen. So black's only option is to check us again. And we are in a very similar position. If we go back this way, well, we just repeated the position, so there's no point in doing that. And if we go here, we allow the rook. So I hope you guys are seeing the theme. If we go king here, now the rook will go, and again we're going to get skewered. So I hope you guys are seeing the theme of what we have to do. We have to build a bridge. Okay? We have to build a bridge to the bottom. So king d4. Again, the rook cannot stop the pawn, so it checks us. King d3, you can see we're building the bridge now. Building the bridge. Rook f3. And now we can play the move king to e2, because you'll see that the rook no longer has an option to check us from behind. And now, wherever black moves his rook, he can't stop us from making a queen. And we will go on to win this game. If you guys don't know that a queen versus a rook is a winning endgame, you can always force your opponent to lose his rook, basically. But that is an endgame technique for a whole other video. I'm presuming you guys know that one. So okay, that was the easy level, and now the rest of the puzzles are gonna have the same theme. So remember that, okay? Here's the second level. This is the medium level. Now you can see it is exactly the same, except there is only one slight difference. And this slight difference is going to make a huge impact on the game. So keep that in mind. I'm going to give you guys some time. You can pause the video if you want to. Try and solve this puzzle. Or, I don't know if you guys pause and then I give you answers. But okay, here we are. And again, we're in the same position where we have to build a bridge. If we go king d7, the rook will take our pawn and it's a draw. So I hope you guys are noticing the one thing different about this position, right? So we're going to have to build our bridge the same way we did in the last example. The same way we did in the last example, we build the bridge, and now we play king c2. And what's different about this example is this move rook d4. And I hope you guys picked up on this move, because now if we make a queen, black has this tremendous move rook c4 check, and we forced to take, and then it is stalemate. The king cannot move, and the game would just end in a draw. So that is the slight difference about this puzzle that I hoped you guys noticed. And what we have to do, we have to promote to a rook, because now this will not be stalemate as the king can go to a2. So when we promote to a rook, notice that we are threatening a checkmate. If black does nothing, this is just a side checkmate. So how is black going to defend this? Well, black has the option to play rook to a4. And now comes a beautiful move from us, king b3, which is threatening this rook, and it's threatening checkmate at the same time. So if black moves the rook, checkmate. And if black stops the checkmate, we just take the rook. And I'm sure you guys know how to checkmate with a king and a rook. Also, if you don't know how to do this, just leave a comment and I will make a separate video about it. But I'm assuming you guys know how to do this. But okay, that was our medium level. Now I need you guys to use the same technique that you just learned about building the bridge. Exact same technique when you solve this one. And here it is. Here is the puzzle. White to move and win. And I'll give you guys some time to pause. And while you guys are thinking about pausing, I just want to give you guys a quick announcement. And that is, if you guys do want chess coaching, you can either DM me on Instagram or send me an email. I'll probably put the links or the accounts somewhere here on screen. But if you guys do want coaching, my rate is $20 an hour, and I'm gonna help you guys individually improve your game, analyze your games together with you, find your weakness, and we're gonna work on building that weakness up together. So if you guys are interested in coaching, do just send me an email and we can arrange a time like that. Also, I should probably put some of my flyers here. I'm probably putting them on screen right now with some editing trickery, but those are my students. You can see some of them have gained 1,000 elo in like 3 months. So that is very impressive. But anyway, let's get back to this puzzle. So our pawns are moving this way. And you might think this one looks way easier, but there are many tricks in this position. So obviously if we push the pawn, black will just check us. And he will take this pawn, and you guys know that this is a draw because the bishop is on the wrong color square as the corner pawn. So black can just leave his king here on the side, just move around in these 4 squares, and white has no way to win because of that endgame trick that black has. So we need to make a queen, but at the same time stop black from getting our pawn. So I'm sure you guys all saw the first move, which is bishop e3 check, forcing the king to move. And now we're gonna go try get a queen. And you might think, oh, this is easy. Why is this puzzle even in the difficult section? But now look at this. Black has this move. Rook takes a3. And notice that if we make a queen, oof, we're getting skewered. We're gonna lose our queen. So what do we need to do in this position? And I'll give you guys a hint. If we move our bishop to c5, for example, attacking the rook is just going to go to a8. Next, it's going to go to e8. Next, it's going to take our pawn, and this is, of course, a draw. So we need to stop this move, rook to a8. That is a big hint as to what the move is. And I hope you guys see that the move is bishop to a7. You might be thinking, well, that just looks like a free bishop. So, okay, if the rook takes the bishop, we will make a queen and we will win this game. But what if the king takes the bishop? Now, remember the ladder I was talking about? The king blocks his own rook from getting there. And now either king f4 or king d4 would win this game, as the rook has no way to get behind the pawn, and if it checks, we would just go up like this until black no longer had any checks, and we're just gonna make a queen. So the reason why king e4 doesn't work is because the whole thing about the ladder that I've been telling you guys about, we would get skewered. So that's the technique we have to use here. But of course, it's not game over. Why would I put this in the hard puzzle if that was such an easy answer? Here comes a very beautiful move from black. Rook a1, his last hope, trying to win the game. If we make a queen, oof, skewered. We're gonna lose our queen. So I'll be honest with you guys, when I was solving this, I got to this position in like 3 seconds, and I instantly played the move king e4. And chess.com said wrong, and I was like, what? Why is this wrong? If black checks me, I'm just gonna block with the bishop, and then I'm gonna make a queen. How is this wrong? So when I first solved this puzzle, I thought, wow, how is this wrong? But the thing is, if we go king e4, I missed a very simple move, which is king takes bishop. And again, I am getting skewered, and I'm going to lose this game. So what to do then? What to do? And the move you have to play is we have to be able to put our bishop on e3 next move, else the rook is just going to go to e1 and win our pawn. So if we go king d4, rook e1, and we lose our pawn, so by process of elimination, our only move is king to f4. And now if the rook goes to e1, we play bishop e3, check king here, and black has no way to stop us from making a queen next move. But of course, black is not going to make it this easy for us. Black is going to give us a check. And now notice if we go king e4, it's the same thing. We lose our bishop, and we're going to get skewered. And if we go king e3 or king anywhere, it's the same thing. We're just going to lose our bishop. And if we move the king somewhere here, the rook is just going to go to e1 and win our pawn. So here comes the beautiful move, which if you guys saw all the way to this puzzle, the end of this puzzle, you guys are like real geniuses if you guys saw this move in advance, which is bishop to f2, forcing black to take, or not forcing, but I mean, if black doesn't take, how's he gonna stop the queen? So black takes. Now comes king to e3, and once again, black cannot stop this pawn. He tries rook to f1, and then we play king to e2, and again it's the same thing. All of these puzzles were the same theme, and you end up winning the game. So guys, let me know if you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making this video, so I would like to make more. And if you enjoyed this video, you found it instructive, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'm trying to hit 1000 subscribers. And anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, your night. I don't know when you guys are watching this, but goodbye.